So we've made it. We've gone through all the different elements, behaviors, event sheets, instance variables, global variables, linking event sheets. Everything's done, and we're ready to actually publish our game. At this point, you're going to open up your project to the first level that you want to have that starts off your game, or title screen, menu. And at the file, you click File, and now we're going to export our project. Because when you're actually sending this out, it's not going to be the project file. Much like if you've ever done video editing, the video files that you're editing are not actually what's going to be viewed at the end. It has to get converted. So we pick Export Project. And if you were to pay for a license or pay for access, you could publish your app, game, to a Chrome Web Store. I know the newer version you can publish to Apple, Microsoft. They have their store. But we're going to do an HTML5 website, which is pretty much universal. It's a type of website that gets loaded up. So we click this, and we're going to choose to export our files. Make sure you know where this is. I'm going to save it on the desktop. New project. I'm going to call this Ruts Quest. So I find it. Subfolders, just keep standard. Recompression, we're just going to do standard. Okay, normal style, advert bar style. If you were to sell an app or something, you wanted to have advertisements that you could actually generate some revenue, that would be available for yourself. And never used embed. So we're going to export the project, and here it's going to squeeze everything down so it's readable to a website. And voila, we have it exported. I'm going to open up the destination folder, and now I know where to find it. It's all of this stuff. So I'm going to go back to my desktop. I have it located here. I'm just going to put this on my second screen for now, because we're not done. We've got it. It's playable as an HTML5, but now we need a website that can host our game. So there are some free resources, or you could pay a monthly fee depending on how many people you want to have using it. And this is one that I've used successfully. There's Netlify, there's BitBalloon, plenty of others I'm sure. But what you need to do is create an account with Netlify. I'm going to do this now. So here is what you should be logged into when you get into the website. And here it says new site from Git. That's a website where people post programming stuff. I don't use it personally, but here in the gray font you can just drag and drop a site folder there. So even though we have like a program, it's actually a site folder because it's in HTML5. So I'm going to just move this folder so it's accessible. I drag it on in. Cool. It's deploying my site. It's set up to go. This is the website that it is available at. So they give you some generated name. And if you were paying for this, if you're a business, you really should have something that's more professional than Hungry Thompson 41 EEDA. But this is fine for my purposes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link. Now, I'm going to post it on a Google site. sites.google.com/new. And here's my test page. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some link for the game here. I'm sure you could embed it, but I think it's just cleaner if you were to post a link so it opens full screen. So here I've added my site. It's a hyperlink to my so here to game test. And so now my Google site is linked to the domain that it is being hosted at, so it can actually be played. So I'm going to say publish. I'm going to view my site. I press game, and voila, it is loading up the game that I've just created. It's a very broken game that I've made, but it should have all the same controls that, well, I haven't tested, so I actually forget how to play. But that's fine. It's hosted, it's available, and you can share it with whoever you want. Also, it's accessible by smartphone. So if you were to put in controls in your inputs, if you added a touch control feature, you would be able to control this with a smartphone. And you could even make controls that are just clickable sprites with touch. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and I'm looking forward to your published projects.